Hello everyone out there in the world of YouTube. It's me, Vanessa, better known as GreatLove91 on Twitter. Feel free to follow me and I will follow you back. Also, be sure to be following DTRT Wrestling for all your latest wrestling news, rumors, and opinions with vlogs and blogs done by me and my colleagues Trevor and John and even sometimes Ed. Also, sorry, I got a little flustered. Okay, anyway, sorry, back to the task at hand here. Today I'm here to talk about essentially three things, and it pertains to the women of wrestling, the world of women's wrestling. The first thing I want to talk about, of course, is the passing of Mae Young. She passed away, I believe, 2-3 days ago. I'm sorry, my timeline is off and I'm recording the video, and I know I should have checked before I started, but bad professionalism of me, I'm sorry, but I believe it was 2 to 3 days ago. You know, it really does suck. It's a blow for the wrestling community. I would believe anyway. I mean, I know she was about 90 or 90 something. Again, I'm sorry for my information not being up to par. I should have checked this stuff before I started recording, but I kind of woke up late because yesterday I was running on like 4 hours of sleep, and I got dressed barely right now to make this video for you guys, and then as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm leaving to my sister-in-law's son's birthday get-together. So yeah, this is why it's kind of everywhere. So like I said, I apologize for not having accurate information or not having my facts completely 100% straight. But I will say this, you know, I grew up in the Attitude Era, so I got to see some crazy iconic moments involving Mae Young, you know, her love interest with Mark Henry, sexual chocolate, and then her giving birth to their child, which happened to be a hand. There was like many times where, you know, she was in brawling panty matches, and it was a little bizarre, and she shouldn't have been there, but it made for great television, you know, and, let's see, what else, when, I'm trying to think here, when she got power bombed or Bubba bombed through the table, I'm like, man, that lady was a freaking trooper. I almost said the F word, I apologize, I caught myself. She was a trooper, she fought to the end, you know. There was like various reports of like her being gravely ill, but she held on, man, to the very end. And I gotta admit, she gave a lot to this business. Obviously, I was never like fortunate to see her wrestle, but like I said, I got to see some of her iconic moments, and it really, like, she made the WWE for women's wrestling, her and the Fabulous Moolah, and I think that's the greatest thing, is that they're in heaven together. At least that's what I believe in my heart. And you know, she's a Hall of Famer, you know, and she paved the way for a lot of women wrestlers, a lot of the divas. Definitely, she will be missed. Like, I remember thinking to myself, if she wasn't on hospice care during Old School Raw, she totally would have been there, and I would have loved to have seen a segment between her and AJ. Oh my goodness, that shit would have been gold. I'm sorry for cussing, but just thinking about it would have been amazing, with the whole crazy chick gimmick that AJ still sort of kind of carries. And Mae Young is a phenomenal person, phenomenal actor, phenomenal wrestler. She's hilarious. She's a little bit out there. And notice how I'm saying she is, because one thing that I believe too is something that if you keep the memory alive in your heart, they never died. They're still there. They're still alive. So yes, Mae Young, the memory of Mae Young will live on forever in my heart, in my best friend's heart, and I know in the heart of everybody who enjoyed watching wrestling, who enjoys watching wrestling, who enjoys the wrestling of women. You know, she, like I said, she paved the way, and she will be missed. So rest in peace, Mae Young. We love you. I hope you're kicking butt in heaven, although I'm not sure if God would allow that, but still, I hope it's happening somehow, some way. Alright, next, also involving women's wrestling, I'll bring up a former diva, Kaitlyn, known as Less Bonin now. January 14th, 2014. That was, not yesterday, 2 days ago. She captured her title a year ago. Essentially, two days ago was a year ago where she captured the title on Raw's 28th anniversary. She beat Eve Torres for it, and that was in Eve Torres' last match. So that was like a monumental day for two things. Not only did Kaitlyn capture her first Diva title, but also it was Eve Torres' last match. And that match was amazing, mind you. I remember thinking to myself, oh my goodness, because I remember reading reports about Eve leaving, so I was like, alright, this is it. This is how it's going to happen. She's going to lose the title to Kaitlyn, and it's going to be great, and I'm going to cry. And I was like, this is great, because their feud had been building up for the past months with the whole, that mystery attacker, and then all of a sudden, at Night of Champions, and all of a sudden Eve taking Kaitlyn's place, and then Eve winning the title from Layla, and then every time Kaitlyn and Eve have a match, she would get disqualified, or she would get counted out, or something like that. And then once upon a time, one day, Booker T was told Eve, back then he was the general manager of SmackDown, he told Eve, if you do that tonight, you're going to lose your title. So I'm thinking, yes, for sure, this is it. Kaitlyn's going to win. But then there was so many times in that match where I was like, oh crap, maybe Kaitlyn's not going to win. Maybe Eve decided to sign a new contract because Eve hit her finisher, and I was like, oh my god, that's it. It's done. Kaitlyn lost. 1, 2, Kaitlyn kicked out, and I was just like, oh no, it's not over. And then, Eve got mad and threw Kaitlyn into the barricade and told the ref, counter, ref, and then she didn't know, but Kaitlyn was, behind her, and then, bam, out of nowhere, the spear. That's when Kaitlyn debuted the spear, and then it was 1, 2, 3, new Divas champion. Holy crap, I was, screaming, I was crying, I was, finally, after 2.5 years, this woman wins the Divas title. I've been watching this woman since NXT. Yay! I was so freaking happy. So happy. And she's actually in the top 5 of the longest reigning Divas champions. I believe her reign was 153 or 154, something like that. Again, I'm sorry for not having accurate information. I should slap myself, especially because it's involving Kaitlyn, and I should know these things. But I believe it was 153. I think. 150 something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just woke up. Not just woke up, but I have a lot on my mind right now, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to cram this all in one video because it's already at 7 minutes, and hopefully it lets me upload it. And I'm talking fast, and it probably sounds like I've been drinking a lot of coffee, but I haven't. Speaking of the longest Diva title reigns, like I had mentioned earlier, Kaitlyn's in the top 5. This one I'm a little confused about because I've heard varying reports. Apparently, right now, AJ Lee is the longest reigning Divas champion, but I have to say I don't think that's accurate because I think Maurice's title reign was 215, not 212 like some people are saying. I believe it was 215, so apparently yesterday AJ beat that mark. But I don't think that's true. Like I said, I think Maurice's was 215, so which means by Saturday, if AJ is still holding on to that title, she will be the longest reigning Divas champion in history. And you know what? I'm so happy because AJ is definitely one of my favorites. Obviously, she's probably my only favorite on the roster right now. If I had to pick one favorite from the current roster, it would be AJ. Back then, I would have been like Kaitlyn, but now it's AJ. And I'm happy because, I was so tired of Maurice being the longest reigning Divas champion. Even my best friend said, she hardly defended that thing. Hardly ever. I know AJ doesn't defend it a lot either, but she sure as hell has defended it a lot more times than Maurice has. I think Maurice only defended it once, and then or once or twice, something like that. And then the first time she lost by DQ, and so she retained. And then the second time she defended it, she lost it against, I think, Beth Phoenix or something like that. Like I said, I don't know all my facts, and I'm sorry. But my point is, I was so sick and tired of Maurice being the longest reigning Divas champion because, in my opinion, that woman did not deserve it. And I was just like hoping that, oh, maybe Kaitlyn could beat this reign, and then it didn't happen. And then I think Beth Phoenix was like a week away from, beating that reign, and then they gave it to Kelly, and I was just like, oh, it's so close, yet so far. And honestly, I couldn't be any happier that it's AJ who's going to beat this reign. Or maybe it has already happened, but like I said, I'm pretty sure Maurice's reign was 215. Right now, AJ is at 213. And then so by tomorrow it'll be 214, and then by Friday it'll be 215, and then by Saturday it'll be 216. I'm pretty sure that's the correct information. But yeah, I'm just so happy that AJ is that girl. I mean, she tattooed the day she won the Divas title on the back of her neck. 7/14/2013, July 14th, 2013. And a lot of people like to talk crap about how it's a crappy tattoo, and like the commentators always make fun of her for getting it. And honestly, if you're gonna make fun of AJ, make fun of her for something that's legit. Maybe like the fact that she's had a lot of love interest. I mean, do something funnier, not something that actually warms the heart of people. Like my best friend Aranya, shout out to you for watching, and I'm sorry that I didn't get all the dates right. You're probably disappointed in me, but like he said before, like even he knows, like there's been a lot of Divas champions, but he knows that like other than Michelle McCool, AJ is definitely one of the people who have taken pride in that title. She's wanted to be a diva ever since she was a little girl. Now she's a diva. Now she's, the best diva according to holding the title. And she's been that for 213 or 214 days. And I'm just like really, really, really happy for her. I'm glad that it's her that's going to break this reign. I wouldn't pick anybody else. Like I said, at one point I would have picked Kaitlyn. But if it's going to be AJ, it's going to be AJ. And to be quite honest, I think she deserves it. And yeah, I'm just really happy because my brother, he's a fan of Maurice, and he would always tease me. And he'd be like, oh, Maurice is still the longest reigning Divas champion. And now I could be like, not anymore. It's my girl AJ this time. I win, you lose. Ha. But yeah, I'm really, really happy for her. Who do you think her next competitor is going to be? I think it's going to be Naomi, based on what happened on Monday, how Naomi just kicked her and like they ran out of the ring and beat up AJ. I think that would be great because I've seen their matches on NXT and they were good. They were amazing. And yeah, do you want Naomi to take it from her? Or do you want AJ to keep holding on to the title? See, I would think that this would be legit if AJ somehow manages to hold on to the title for a year. That is what I want to see happen. I know people are probably like tired of her reign. There's not a lot of AJ fans, but dude, I'm digging it. Like I said, she's already gonna be the longest reigning Divas champion anyway. That's already gonna be etched in stone in like 3 days. What's today? Thursday? 2 days. But if she was to hold onto it for a year, I would be happy. So that means we have to wait till June, what did I say? 14th? No, not June. Wait, is it June? Shit, yeah, June. Wait, is it? I don't know. Freak. Is it? No, it's July, right? Right? Payback was in July? Or is it June? I don't freaking know, but we have to wait a while, and I would love to see it happen, and I'm going to stop this video before I keep making a fool out of myself. Yeah, I will see you guys later, and I will see you Monday for my live Raw tweeting. Hopefully I might be tweeting during SmackDown, depending if I watch it or not, because I might be doing something else. But if I do watch it, I will do live tweeting for SmackDown, even though technically SmackDown isn't live. But, yes, I will see you guys later. Take care. Have fun. Hope you enjoyed this blabbering, and I will see you later.